Friends, welcome back to the Destination Baby and Kids YouTube channel. This is Gina. I am your host. I am doing a little how-to video on how to put your newly washed Nuna Pipa materials back on the car seat. You probably just watched the video of how to remove it. You went ahead and washed it, and now you want to see how to put it back on. Well, that is fair. If you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe to this channel for more amazing car seat and stroller and baby information. You can head on over to my website, destinationbabykids.com. I'm a real brick and mortar store here in the greater San Francisco Bay Area. A really good way to show support of this channel is to go ahead and purchase something directly off the website, in addition to subscribing to this fabulous new YouTube channel. And you can hit the notification button so that anytime we drop a new video, you will be the first ones to see. And you can definitely comment and ask any kind of questions below. But we're going to go through how to put that material back on the Nuna Pipa Air and PIPA RX car seats. So buckle up. We're going to be in for a bumpy but slow and methodical ride to go ahead and replace that fabric back on those Nuna car seats. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to start with the PIPA Air. I'll do the RX after we do the Air, so I'm going to put the RX on the ground. And so we'll go ahead and take our PIPA Air, and again, this could also be PIPA Air RX. I presume you've already watched the other video, but let me just point out, when we go ahead and put the material back on, having this piece from the canopy removed is going to be, and we slid that down, so when we're ready, we're going to slide it back up. That is going to be an important piece. That's going to go on my right side. I've got my left side over on my left so that I can keep it straight, because believe me, it's easy to get confused. I'm going to go ahead and get the material to show you guys how to put this all back together. So we're presumably all done washing our biscotti material. We went ahead and washed it and it turned out beautifully. And now let's talk about putting it back on. The number one way to do this, in my opinion, is to start with these two small squares that are on the lower portion of the material. Those are going to feed through our belt guide. So I'm going to go ahead and start with that guy. And again, all of this is just slow, deliberate, methodical. We're not going to rush any aspect of this because it's not a space race, so why are you rushing? Let's go ahead and pull that through both sides. And then something else that we can do is take our crotch belt buckle, which is right here, and pull that through the corresponding correct spot on the actual material. I'm also going to grab my shoulder harness piece, and maybe some people would say to do this first, but I like having it on the seat already so I have a spot to start. And I am feeding that through the correct side, and I'm gently having the chest clip come through and then the crotch clip come through, and I'm making sure that it's not twisted. That looks correct. So now I'll go ahead and do my other one, which I've got pulled over here to the side. I'm going to make sure that that's hitting through the correct spot. Chest clip is going to come up through. Crotch clip coming through. Now we've pulled that guy through. And that is sitting nicely. Let's go ahead and tuck the foot pieces over both sides, and we're going to feed our little tightening tab through, and we'll hit all of that. And so this looks nice. It's getting there, definitely. Now, something you might notice is there is a snap here and a snap there. We're going to go ahead and snap that guy on both sides. And then this splitter plate down here is annoying me, so I'm going to go ahead and feed that through the correct way, which is going under the bar and under that bar. And then I am going to come up and take my shoulder straps and go ahead and re-thread them to where they need to be. So I'm going to go for newest baby through the closest spot to the bottom. I'm going to hit both. And again, this is very intentional, very methodical and deliberate. We want to make sure we're doing this properly. And if your pieces get twisted, I'm going to show you how to manage that. It's not going to be so don't have a freak out, because I promise you I got you. We'll pull that through both sides. And then there's an indicator on the back that shows these pieces come underneath this bar. And we're gonna go ahead and reattach that to our splitter plate on either side, just so this stuff stays out of the way. This is very annoying when it's flopping all over when we're trying to do stuff. So that's all hooked up. We're gonna come now, pull this material over, but there is a piece on the side here that you can snap. You may notice when you're doing this, you're gonna tuck this around the seat. And I might do the snap at the end actually. It might make my life easier because we need that piece to hit freely, so we don't want to cover that button. So I'm going to undo that snap and I'm going to do that piece at the end. I'm actually going to go ahead and pull this all the way over. And again, this is where we want to be very, very gentle. So I'm very gently pulling. I don't want to crack the foam. And I'm just having this material kind of come up over like a shower cap. I'm making sure I clear my buttons on either side. I'm going to go ahead and snap that piece down on both sides. And then what I'm going to do is make sure that my handle is aligned correctly in the back with that hole. This is all looking good. I'm going to hit my chest clip. Now I noticed that in the process of this, I've screwed up one of my crotch belt pieces. That doesn't mean I'm going to have to redo everything that I've done. All it means is that I'm going to pinch the material, pull my crotch belt piece up, and then let it come back down to sit properly and hook into there. So it's looking the same on both sides. We can pull that to tighten. Everything's tightening correctly. And then, as I mentioned before, we're going to replace these pieces on both sides. So that goes underneath, slides up, and then that snap will come over the other snap on either side. So that's how I know I've done it correctly. Make sure that's all nice, pulling through. I'm going to press the button and pull to make sure that's all moving properly. So this is great. I've done all of that. And now we'll replace the canopy because we want to make sure that we can. So we'll go ahead and scoot these canopy pieces up toward the sky. That'll make life easier. Oh, also I suppose we can return the infant insert into the seat. So now that I've done the harness and undone it, I'm going to unbuckle, undo my chest clip. I'll go ahead and feed my infant piece through like that. We'll feed these pieces through here. And then we're going to do our crotch piece as well. So this guy will come through. And remember, there's that little black piece on it that tucks through just to make sure it stays on so it's not constantly falling off. So that's all done. I can rebuckle this. And then I'm going to go ahead and do my shoulder belt pieces. Those go above the chest clip. Those snap on, thank goodness. So that's nice and easy. Probably should be the other way, but for now this works just fine. It reads Nuna. Go ahead and hit our chest clip. So that's all done. And then our head piece, again, just Velcros through the back of the material as long as it's got room to not interfere with the shoulder strap, meaning if you've got your shoulder straps in the top spot, you're no longer using the head piece. Wouldn't be using the body piece at that point either. And then for our canopy, we would run our canopy rod through the spot in the canopy where it's supposed to go. There's a hole. It should be relatively obvious because there's nowhere else really for it to go. That's going to run through. And you can hook up these little guys on either side. You'll bring the material around the back of the seat. Please be sure to align the Velcro very, very perfectly near that handle, because otherwise the seat won't pull to the correct position. And then you're going to go ahead and snap the material. Ran out of battery, but we snapped on one side and we snap on the other. And as you can see, we're back in business for our PIPA Air. Now for RX, it's got those tabs. So let's talk about that. If you look at the underside of the seat, there's some different, God, that is so out of focus, but there's some different, there we go, plastic kind of pieces that our tabs are gonna align with. So we're gonna wanna be cognizant of that when we're putting our material back on. But it's gonna be relatively similar to what we did with the other guy. So let's talk about that. I think with this one, again, like my other seat, the first thing I would do is go ahead and start with these holes on the side to hit around our belt guides. Just because I always find that to be the most annoying part of the entire process. And you know what? And while I'm doing this, I'm going to run my shoulder belt material back through the holes, the correct correlating holes on each side. Probably should have left this material off to wash it. My poor floor model, whew, looking a little grungy. But now I know how to do this, so I can do it anytime I want to. Go ahead and pull that through. And quite candidly, I've never actually looked at their instructions for it, so they might have a more useful way to do it, but this is just the way I'm doing it as I go. I'm going to go ahead and pull my crotch belt piece through the correct correlating spot too while I still have a good access to it. And now I'm going to go ahead and hit up that other side for my belt guide, in case I want to do that European belt routing method. So that is now all pulled through. At this point, I'm just going to go ahead and buckle the chest clip to be a little less annoying. I can buckle this into the crotch belt as well. We'll undo it again later, but for now that's good. I'm going to hit the front of my seat. So I'm going to pull this material down and over, and be sure to feed my little splitter plate piece through this hole in the front, and then this piece here I'm making sure aligns with my release button, so that's correct, and I'm pulling all of that through. Now, on the underneath side of the seat, I'm just going to tuck these tabs back into the spots where they're supposed to go, and you can probably see what's going on. If you turn your seat upside down, you'll see there's like a slit where it's going to come through and sit correctly. And it kind of makes that clicking sound so you know you're on the right path. Now again, if we take the seat here, there's another button that this has to pull through and go around. So again, gently. And in this case, it goes better from top to bottom versus bottom to top. I'm not sure why, but that's how I found it to be. I'm going to hook this piece on each side. There's another plastic tab, so we'll go ahead and hook that. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull this material all the way around the foam. And again, this is slow and steady wins the race. That plastic tab is going to come up in the back just like so. And then, as I mentioned before, there's a little metal clip right here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that will hook up and on to each side, which I'm doing right now. This is looking good. This little tab is coming undone. Needs to stay where it is. And part of the problem is I don't have this sitting properly. Now it is. So now it should sit appropriately. I'm going to go ahead and take my shoulder belt pieces, run them through the shoulder belt, have it pop down through the back of the seat. This is just aligning it so that it'll go back into place. If I go to the back of the seat, I want to make sure that I don't have one going over and one going under. They both need to go under. They're going to meet up with that splitter plate that's also under the bar. And again, we want to make sure that none of these pieces are twisted, so you're going to want to be really, really slow and methodical about this. I have a lot of practice with doing this type of stuff, so it might be a little easier for me on camera, but you can do it. You are bright. You're here watching the video, so pat yourself on the back for caring. Let's go ahead and pull on that to make sure it'll loosen. We'll pull to make sure that it's tightening correctly, so it's doing that, no problem. I'm going to undo my buckles, and I'm going to go ahead, loosen this, and tuck these guys over so I can now put my infant padding back in, my crotch belt piece back in, my head piece in, my shoulder straps in. Then we'll go ahead and put that canopy back on, and we will be all done with this how-to. So, headpiece, again, a little bit of Velcro on the back. We want to put it in the spot above wherever we have our shoulder piece hooked up. It should not interfere with our shoulder strap, so we never want to share that slot. It always has to be in a slot that is free from the shoulder piece. We'll go ahead and hit the body piece next, because that will just be easiest. And then we'll go ahead and take our little crotch piece. That's going to run through. This is always the most annoying. And then again, there's that little black tongue that slides through under our red button, and that's going to prevent the crotch piece from coming off. These wings tuck under just like that. So again, I'm going to buckle this on both sides. Make sure that that all looks correct, which it does. I'm going to have this guy come on top of that. So that's all looking good. And then now we'll hit our shoulder pieces. I think Nuna is supposed to sit this way. But again, if I'm wrong, don't yell at me. Still looks better than it did before we washed it, right? So we'll hit that. We'll hit our chest clip. Make sure everything's aligning. And then again, you'll tighten by pulling on that strap to make sure everything's tightening up nicely, which it is. And now we'll go ahead and put our canopy piece back on. Again, like we saw with the other one, the canopy rod you just put back into place. You go ahead and twist your canopy pieces up. If they are not twisted up, you want to make sure they're up so that hooking your canopy rod back in is direct and simple. We don't want to fight with our product. We have enough fights daily with everybody else. And then there's Velcro on the back. Now again, there's two little bits of Velcro. You want to make sure that that aligns. And then there's going to be snaps that meet up on either side of that canopy. And if you pull the canopy forward, it will be easier to snap it. But you do have to give a little bit of pulling. And again, gently, methodically, snap that down. And just to make sure that you're not completely crazy, you may want to engage the sky drape to make sure everything is aligned perfectly. Because like if that Velcro is not aligned in the back correctly, these pieces won't meet up and then you feel like you're going crazy. But as you can see, we undid and then redid all the material. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. I know that was a long one, but hopefully you saw how to do it. If you have questions or comments, leave them below, and we look forward to seeing you in our next how-to video.